Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Yesterday, we got to the Citadel. Today, we probably will stay in the Citadel. It's been a while since I played Mass Effect. I mean, I'm talking like 15 years, but from memory, the Citadel is big and there's lots to do. But maybe that's the later games. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. What are you? Easy decryption computer console. Let's go! Yeah, boy. Ba, 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 ba. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Right, maybe that's an assignment then. Yeah. Okay. Go to the Hydra system. Cool, okay.
Sure is peaceful here.
Caden, move out my fucking way. I hate you. Right, where do we need to go? We could go in here, see what this is all about. Can you hear his voice? That's hilarious.
These allegations are very serious.
Zoltan.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Consort?
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort.
Shakira?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where is she?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human. Strange greeting, human. This is really not a
Strange
good
greeting.
time.
You seem distressed.
I just want to ask
Is there
the
something
other,
I can do
the
to
other
help?
questions.
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Hello, Anthony. Thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. How are you? What happened?
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Good luck with your problem.
Thanks to you, human.
Okay, do we have that? Oh, we don't even have that as a quest, though. Give me the quest.
Good day.
Give me the quest. Okay. Din Korlak.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
Yeah, I know, right?
I am Din
Proper slow motion.
Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
This guy sounds like an asshole, though.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Alright, calm down.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Those bastards. Playing some Division 2 and then gonna finish the season pass on Diablo 4. Are you still playing Divinity 2? For some reason I thought you'd moved on from that.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase
Division's
status.
what I meant.
Larger tribes
I've been
often
playing
engulf
Divinity.
smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
It's like talking to a cow.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Hey Anthony, have you been trying out Palworld? It looks good, but well, it doesn't look good. It looks so stupid, but I've heard that it's very good, and I'm on the knife edge of whether I'm going to bother with it or not.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
Oh, is
You
it?
humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect
I've got
Citadel
a
space.
got a friend who's been playing Palworld. He says it's good. I just well the problem is, and it took me a while to figure out what it was that I didn't like about it, and I think it's the art style they've gone for. Because whilst nothing's realistic, the environment and the scenery is a totally different art style to the pals themselves, and it's like it's really clashing with me whenever I watch someone play it. It kind of reminds me, remember when Pokemon Go first came out and everyone was using the AR feature to like see the Pokemon in the real world, and they were just like floating around in the middle of nowhere. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Spoke to Zeltan, spoke to Din Korlek. What about you?
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Yeah, I've seen the playstyle and the indentured servitude of the Pokemon-esque creatures. It sounds interesting, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Helldivers 2 on PlayStation. I played the first one actually. Not a lot, I don't think, but it was fun from what I remember. A bit of a kind of Bulletstorm squad-based survive against billions of creatures game from what I remember. Yeah, the first one was fun.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
Nice. Well done, Elcors. Top-down squad-based. Yeah, that's right.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Oh, it's third person. Like, I guess it's going to be a bit more like Gears of War or something then? Hi, Terra RPG. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Where should you go to?
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Oh, is there friendly fire? Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Not a game I should probably play. Really. What are you? Oh, I think that's one of the keepers. I think they're called. Kind of reminds me of the bugs from Men in Black. Oh, we did get some journal entries. What have we got?
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
Terra, I'm not new. I did play it whenever the third one came out. I played through the trilogy then, so like 2012 maybe. But I'm extremely rusty. I can't remember anything. I remember that there were giant space robots. And I remember like a few little bits of the story, but that's about it. I don't remember any of these creatures.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
I see. A tale as old as time. Yeah, the giant robot space squids. I remember. I do remember the first time they kind of appeared, though, and it was just like, what the fuck? It was very fun. You would think I can go in? No. I remember this place being a lot bigger, honestly. Maybe it grows, or maybe I'm thinking of the later games. Hello.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
That's like the epitome of fuck off and speak to the robot.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
So I didn't really have a plan as to whether I was going Renegade or Paragon. I was just going to go however I feel at any given time. Typically I go Renegade because it's just funnier. So probably Renegade, we'll see.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Okay.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Right, bye then. You were worth talking to. What was this? The ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space, serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elite. The Presidium is full of open-air restaurants, bars, and luxurious meeting areas. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day cycle with a 6-hour night, where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. Offices and residences are often open to the interior. It is not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall at all. This does not cause a crime problem due to the heavy CSEC presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is the location of the Citadel spaceports. Being closer to the center of spin, there is less motion for a ship to match, and the reduced spin gravity makes handling cargo easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day, and every species with an embassy is granted a private dock. The tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over 1 kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields at a 90-degree angle to the ring and wards. A consular dock can be found at the base of the tower. While normally used for diplomatic couriers and Spectre business, the shuttles docked here can evacuate the council government in an emergency. Cool story, bro. Thanks for the follow, Terra. Appreciate that. I appreciate it. Right, they want me to go up the stairs, so I'm obviously not going to go up the stairs. Just yet. We'll talk to Avina in a second. First, I want to know what... Oh, okay, we'll talk to Avina now. Whatever.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Are you real?
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Oh, I remember. The Taurians are like the military arm, aren't they?
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Vocal opposition, eh?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
What do you think? You're an AI, though. Why would you care?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind
Yeah,
of
I thought
qualified
so.
judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser species? No!
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
Does sound very, very idyllic.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Yeah, okay.
Goodbye.
Bye then.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
I will. Right, so what do we know? We know the Geth bad guys, robot things. We know Turians and... we've not seen any Krogans yet, I don't think, but they're the kind of chunky boys. Like tanks. And then the Volus and the L-Core, was it? I think that's... And then humans, obviously. I think that's everyone. Technologer.
Biotics is the ability of... A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
I see. Interesting. Is that it? Okay. Okay. That leads off over there. Oh, maybe it is bigger than I expected. There are bits leading off the map. Rapid transit. Okay, I can only go here, apparently. Cool, that's handy. That goes to the financial district. The Presidium Financial District is found across this bridge. Here you will find the Emporium, Bank, and Consort Chambers. Okay. The elevator to the CSEC Academy is located down the ramp just past the embassies to your right. The Alliance docking bay can be found there. Okay, and the elevator to the wards is located across the plaza to your left. There you'll find Chora's Den, Flux, the markets, and the medical center. Okay, we'll go this way first. I'm pretty sure sprinting isn't making me go any faster at all. Okay, let's go down here. Yeah, I'm almost certain that I'm running at the same speed when I sprint. It's like when kids pretend, you know, just like overly gesticulate. I'm going so fast. Okay. Oh, okay, we can't go down there. Whatever then. See if I care. I don't care. Where's the fun music gone? Give me back the music. Right, this way leads to the wards. Maybe. Does anyone want to talk to me, please? Oh, it's all a big loop anyway. Okay. Hello, Keeper. No. Okay. Your rapid transit, you lead down to the wards. I thought I saw saw something. You guys? Anybody? Does anybody want to say hello? Does anybody want to give me any information for my...
That bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Oh, we can examine this
Do
one.
not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
I see. That was quick, Anthony. How long does it take you to do your dailies normally? I quite like that you've got 2 games that you're grinding through dailies on. I can barely cope with dealing with 1 game that I do dailies on. Point in case, I don't do dailies.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Is Suicide Squad gonna... is that online? With dailies?
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I've been asked to go there, yeah. Diablo doesn't really have dailies, I just want to get the seat. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Oh, okay, for some reason I thought Suicide Squad was supposed to be a single-player, like story-based game. Interesting. Interesting. Well, if you want to talk about grinding, I'm going to Warhammer World next weekend to play a big game with some of the people from work. And I've been painting non-stop for fucking weeks. And I've nearly finished my last 10 Chaos Marines that I need, and then I just have this like big spider tank to do, and I've got everything done. But my god, that has been a grind.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
So this one that I've got, I mean, I'm calling it a tank. I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well. It's like a big spider thing. Very cool. I do have a dreadnought. They're called Hellbrutes for the Chaos Marines, though. And they're all like corrupted and gross. Very fun. So I do have one. To be fair, I got it. I have the Dark Vengeance box, which was like a limited release way back in like 2012, maybe. I just never got around to like finishing everything, so I still have it in there, ready to go.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Oh, you should look at the sculpts these days, Anthony. They're insane. The quality of the sculpts that they do is incredible these days. Really
That's
good.
all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Have a pleasant day.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
To be fair, Anthony, I can't paint either. I enjoy doing it, though. And I'm getting better, so, you know, practice makes perfect and all that. I'm guessing Space Marine factions are still the same, or are there new ones? Yeah, they're mostly the same. There's lots of specific rules now, though. Like, I think back when you used to play it, it was just like different paint schemes and maybe like the occasional rule. These days, they've all got their own codexes, so like they're vastly different if you want to play Blood Angels to Ultramarines, for example. Yeah, there's the like Black Templars, Dark Angels, the Salamanders, Iron Fists, Imperial Fists, probably some other fists. Crimson Fists, they're one. There's a lot.
The Elcor are a Citadel species. When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Huh. Interesting. Very interesting.
Biotics is the ability. Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Makes sense. That is understandable. I get it. I get it. Right. Right. Why does no one on this station want to talk to me? What are you humming at?
You know, art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Makes my teeth tingle. Apparently I'm allowed to get out my gun on this station. Right. I have been exploring. Where are we? The bank. Hello, bank. This is a very interesting, interesting building you have.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You spying on me?
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
I see. No, wait, I don't buy it.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel space together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. Even more. God, we've got so much to read. The wards. The majority of the Citadel's population lives in the wards, the 5 massive arms of the station that house the residential and commercial districts. Many galactic races have established cultural enclaves here. Population density and cost of living are extremely high, akin to Earth cities such as Hong Kong and Singapore. The wards are open-topped, with skyscrapers reaching from the superstructure. Towers are sealed against vacuum, as the breathable atmosphere envelope is only maintained to a height of about 7 meters. The atmosphere is contained by the centrifugal force and rotation and a membrane of dense colorless sulfur hexafluoride gas, held in place by carefully managed mass effect fields. The view from the wards is spectacular. In the background, stars, Serpent Nebula, and the nearby blue giant called the Widow move across the sky as the station rotates to stabilize itself. In the foreground, the lights of buildings and vehicles on the opposing ward arms perpetually shine. The Citadel has no real day or night. While the station keeps to standard galactic time for political functions, businesses rarely close, and residents acclimate to sleep and work according to personal need rather than a day-night cycle. Additions and modifications are constantly being constructed, though they must stay within certain specifications that they will not compromise the operation of the station. Occasionally, the Keepers will descend on an area of the wards and move or change the architecture without explanation. Residents have learned to live with these inexplicable intrusions. Technology credits. The standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unified Banking Act as the currency of interstellar trade. The credit has a managed floating exchange rate calculated in real time by the central bank to maintain the average value of all participating currencies. Some regional currencies are worth more than a credit and some less. Hard currency can be stolen or counterfeited, so electronic fund transfers are the norm. More importantly, physical transactions cannot be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or the purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various national treasuries were linked to the credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen, or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits at a fair market value. All economies that participate in the credit network are required to price items in both local currency and credits. Sounds like a lot of work. Sounds like a lot of work. Right. What is that thing? That's like... sneak up on it from behind. It's a shopkeeper. Of course it is. Hello, jellyfish.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, For a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Okay, let's do it.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
What? Non-human armors. Can't afford, can't afford, can't afford, can't afford. Can afford, but it's for Turians, and I don't have a Turian.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Yes, yes, yes. Hurry up.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
That is 20% to organics minus... Wait, what? Explosive 2. No, do you know what? I don't need upgrades. Commander Shepard. I don't need your upgrades. What's up here? We did get more of this, didn't we?
The Elcor, the Hanar, are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical. So instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
I see. What I do declare, Mr. Beauregard. What up, Keeper? Anything I can steal. I feel like I should be allowed to steal things. Fine, see if I care. Right, so if we're heading back over here, that takes us to the consort chambers. That was the rapid transfer. We couldn't go up the tower, they wouldn't let us. We weren't allowed to access the wards. Yeah, so we'll come around here, into the consort chambers, over here, see if we can go to CSEC, and then we'll continue with the story if we can. Does that sound like a plan? It sounds like a plan. I'm already lost. Let's just very quickly see if there's anything over here. No, I can't talk to the... Why won't the keepers talk to me? I want to speak to the giant grasshoppers. Hey, a giant Krogan statue.
Huh. If you're gonna make a Krogan statue, you might as well make it big, right? Sure is peaceful.
Hard to believe the Krogan were once seen as the saviors of the galaxy.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you, was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
He's got a point, though.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Serves them right.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
I was going to say, I don't think we know what the Rachni are, but if they're extinct, then fair enough.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Dun dun dun, off we go.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Have a pleasant day. Extinct races.
50,000 years ago, though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
Okay, so earlier when we were saying, hey, that's really smart to not open the relays when you don't know where the other one, where it leads to, like where the other one is. It turns out they have reason to do that because they got into a huge war. Oops. Krogan rebellions. After the Rachni War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space while the Council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Kredak stormed off the Citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force. The Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, the Spectres, opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotaged antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit-clogging debris, rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war wariness, Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapons to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Pirates. Right, cool story, bro. So we come over here. Do you reckon we've got... Oh, we're close. We're so close. I love that we've leveled up like twice just from reading things. Where does this go? Oh, this is the consort chambers. Okay, yeah, we'll go in here. Hello.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Yes.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
How?
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation.
Oh yeah, song and conversation.
As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
What?
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
What are some of these things Shepard said? Is she mystical?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Okay, I will make an... You're not letting me.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Yeah, okay.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Heh, 3 or 4 months, my ass. But first, is there anything I can steal?
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
What are you? You're like a slug, a thin slug. That might be rude to say out loud. I'm sorry.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You'll be coming pretty soon, I imagine, my friend.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Oh, I thought they were all Asari. You're not Asari, you're human. What is going on? I've been fooled. Hello, I'm glad that you kept your walls all grey. It looks delightful in here. I would like to steal things from you first.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
Who are you?
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Hurry up.
Get to the point.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Yeah, give me more details. I don't trust you.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Okay.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
What are you doing? Is that supposed to be sexy? Like,
I must ask you to take your leave. I have many
rub my
clients
face
waiting to
against
see me.
yours. Okay, cool. Thanks. Catch you later. I suppose I'll go and do this job that you want me to do then, huh? I thought I said we got a... I thought it said we had a tutorial. Maybe I'm... Oh, was it a new quest? I guess it was. In the lower wards. I don't think I can go to the lower wards, so I'm pretty sure it said no. Council only.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you'll be okay, buddy. Right, that way leads back to where we came from. That way, let's just see if there's anyone on this bridge. There isn't. So we'll try and go to CSEC. And if we can't go down there, we'll just go and talk to the council, I guess. I'm going to equip my sniper rifle as well. Scare everyone. Booga booga booga. Where do we go? Wait. That is to the CSEC Academy. Oh, is it down the ramp, maybe? Yeah, here we go. It's showing red. I'm guessing I'm not allowed. Hello? You must talk to the council, of course. Of course I must. Of course. Right, let's crack on then, shall we? I like your shirt. I wish I could dress myself. I look a bit chubby in this, actually. I mean, sorry, muscular. Filled out. Buff. We'll go this way, because I think Embassy Lounge is where we're expected to go. Hello, diplomats.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Good, keep it up. Codex, yay! These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake... Wait, what are we talking about? Citadel Conventions. These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellions as a response to the destruction of the conflict and an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. A WMD causes environmental alterations to a world. A bomb that produces a large crater is not considered a WMD. A bomb that causes a nuclear winter is. Use of WMD is forbidden on garden worlds like Earth, with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If a habitable world is destroyed, it will not be replaced for millions of years. The conventions do not forbid the use of WMD on hostile worlds or in sealed space station environments. Many militaries continue to develop and maintain stockpiles. The conventions graded weapons of mass destruction into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Tier 1. Large kinetic impactors, such as asteroid drops or deorbiting space stations, effectively free and available in any system in the form of debris left over from planetary accretion. I don't know that word. Accretion. Kinetic impactors are the weapons of choice for terrorists and third galaxy nations. Tier 2. Uncontrolled self-replicating weapons such as nanotechnology, viral or bacteriological organisms, von Neumann devices, and destructive computer viruses. These weapons can lie dormant for millennia, waiting for a careless visitor to carry them on to another world. Large energy burst weapons such as nuclear or antimatter warheads. Tier 4 alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native forms necessary for the health of an ecosystem. Ecological tampering can take years to bear fruit, making it difficult to prove. Cool. Thanks, Demi-John. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Most indubitably. What else have we got? Oh, give me that sweet experience. Citadels and Galactic Government. The Treaty of Phyrexian. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the Council races agreed at the Phyrexian Naval Conference to fix a radio of dreadnought construction between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Turian fleet. Below the Turians are the other Council races, currently the Asari and Solarians. Council associate races are at the bottom. The Human Systems Alliance is part of this last group. The ratio of Turian to Council... Wait, what? The ratio of Turian to Council to associate dreadnoughts is 5 to 3 to 1. For every dreadnought humans are permitted to build, the Asari have 3 and the Turians 5. Well, crapola. Anything else? Anyone else? Hello, diplomat.
Human, delighted welcome. It is good to meet you.
Human, delighted welcome. It is good to see you. I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right, here's CSEC. Executor Palin. Hello.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Who are you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
What's wrong with humans?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
That's fair enough. We're not favorites, where?
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Tell me about the Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
You don't like them?
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
I do agree, but for the sake of completion, let's tell him he's being naive.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres? They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
They're important. Where?
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
If it gets the job done.
Absolutely. The only thing that matters is accomplishing the task.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
That is wise, considering we were just like, yeah, a guy like Saren, yeah, he's necessary.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Level up! Well, what? Let's do this first. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions. Enforcement, uniformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies. Investigation, detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice. Customs, screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day. Network deals with cybercrimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Special Response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, they are also the front line of defense armed with military-grade equipment. Patrol, naval arm, with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel councillor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation, but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current Executor Venari Palin, believe that allowing Spectres to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren Arterius lend credence to this position. Spectres, in turn, are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigations. Wowzers. Right, what we got? Okay. One more in assault rifles. Yes, please. Oh, every level is going up by one. I see now. I see. That's how it works. That gets me to first aid, and that lets me use first aid. And also, I'm a soldier, so I want to know about armor. That makes sense, right? Hey, you've got first aid now. Hooray! Well done, Caden. Deploys Medigel to all wounded squad members, restoring their health. Thank God I needed that. Soldier, soldier, sentinel. Got it. Got it. Okay. I'll talk to you later, Palin. It was good chat. Good chat. You were great. Now, now let's hack into your computer. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Eater cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Is that a new... Huh. Hawking Eater cluster. And the Hydra System Argus Row cluster. Okay, fun. I've got places to go, people to see. Right, let's talk to the council, and then I think I will call it a day for there, because I got some painting of my Warhammers to do. Right, Wagwan in here.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
What?
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah.
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Stop being so rude to people before you see who it is. Maybe, for a start. Drop down and give me 100.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Where is she, even though I've already spoken to her?
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I will have fun.
Commander, good to see you again.
Okay. Who are we? Asana? Are you... It is here I'm supposed to go to, right? What was I doing? What's my... Go to the tower. Wait, am I in the wrong place? I'm in the wrong place.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Okay. Alright then.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger-than-average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here. There's always something new happening around here. I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
Sure.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Sha'ira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
I like this guy. Let's be best friends.
Goodbye.
In fact, I'm going to put a bar on my ship.
So long, Commander.
And I would like you
Have a pleasant day.
to run it. How about that? How does that sound? And a keeper. What's the point? I feel there must be something to do with the keepers later on. Where, like, you know, talk to all the keepers. Or, like, put a tracking bug on all the keepers or something to see where they go. Okay, let's go to the place that apparently I thought I tried to get into and couldn't, but I'm an idiot. Why did you kneel down, Kate? What is wrong with you? And I'm still absolutely convinced that the sprinting is exactly the same speed as walking. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Like a... no one gives a shit. Okay, yeah, I thought I tried to get down here, and I thought it said I... Oh wait, no, I never even came down. Well, okie doke. Let's see where we are now then. So that leads to... underground. You must talk to the council. What? Oh my god, why? I'm so sorry, guys. Apparently I don't know how to read maps. Or really do any kind of thinking whatsoever. It is Sunday. Leave me alone. Here's an elevator that's opening for me. We'll do a quick save, just in case there's anything untoward that happens. Because I feel like the council are going to shout at me for being a very naughty boy on the last mission. Doopy-doop-boop-boo.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Right. I'm getting messages. Do 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 do. Executive Palin, I just left you. You were in your office. I know you were. Something stinks.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Hello.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
You don't like Saren? Wait, what did you find?
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
Oh, yes, I do.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
Right in. Right in. Let's have a little gander round here, shall we? Who are you? Why are these seats mismatched? Oh, I do not like that aesthetic. Put them back to back. Ugh, it makes me cringe. Okay, right. We obviously go over there. So let's do a little round robin. Because there's probably things to collect, read about, you know. Divulge, discuss, infer, inter. Dum dum ba da ba da bam bow.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Rear Admiral Kahoku.
Commander.
Hello, Kahoku. Anything around here? No. I don't know where I just came from.
I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Now we'll double check around here. That's the rapid travel system. Oh, all the benches are like it. What's wrong with you people?
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their...
These keepers really are everywhere. Caden. I swear to God, move. Move. Can I tell you to fuck off over there? Does that work? Apparently not. Can I tell you to fuck off over there? But like, further. Thank you. Right then. What do we have? There's been nothing, by the way. I've explored this whole place and there's been absolutely nothing for me to find or read. I got out my gun because I was so angry, apparently. I was so angry. Right. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. That's a Matrix reference, in case you didn't know.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
That was you, not me. Where? Sounds so childish. How did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Insults. Typical.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'll find proof.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
What's the point? No.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Bugger.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Now what?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
It could be useful.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'm on it.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
What about you and Saren?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Should I say so would I?
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
I feel like so would I... Is that...
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
Yeah, that response
but
didn't
only
fit.
if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence.
I wish there was a way to skip this if you've already heard
And
it.
he knows how to cover his tracks.
Okay, then even though I just said I would do it, he's a monster.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken.
Yeah, just keep repeating yourself, dude.
He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Okay, we have a lot to talk about.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
We're too independent.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Why do we bother?
Who cares if we get a seat on the council? What's the big deal?
If the council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
That is true. Tell me about Harkin.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How are they chosen?
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
I see. Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barlavan.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I think that's everything. Okay, bye.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Okie coke. Good to know. We have codex and journal entries. Let's read those before I call it a day.
The Asari were the second species to join the Citadel. The Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on. Fifth, the Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakota.
Done all those.
After the Geth secured
Done you.
the Citadel,
Done you.
humanity's first contact with an alien.
Done you.
The Terminus systems are located on the far side.
Done you.
The Mako infantry
Done you.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals. Combat hard suits.
Okay. What else we got? Krogan Rebellions, we did. We read all those. We read those. We read those. We read those. And... yeah, we read those. Okay, cool. I don't know why we got Solarians as our conversation with Anders, but... you know, whatever. Whatever, see if I care. Anyway, that... boop. Boop. Is going to be me done for the day, I think. I'm going to go get some lunch and paint some Warhammer. It has been wonderful to see you. Thank you for watching. Next stream will probably be Tuesday evening, after work. Maybe more Mass Effect. I might play Uru. I don't know. We'll see. These days, I'm just like, fuck it, I'll play what I want. So I hope you appreciate that, and if you don't, then deal with it, I'm afraid. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.